This is Clem with Clem's Organic Gardens in Brevard, North Carolina. Today is July 4th, 2018, and I want to show part of the potato planting process. I'm going to be covering the potatoes today. And so this is a summer planting of potatoes for a fall harvest, which is an experiment. I've never done this before. It's a little unconventional, so I'm not sure at this point if it's a good idea. But over here, this is a pretty simple method, but so I go through the field first with a simple furrower, two-row furrower. We go out those buckets and put the potato pieces in the furrows, and then I'm going to go over it with this implement that I'm going to show and cover them over. It's a two-row. I call it a ridge cultivator. It's a implement that I put together, and that's the result. And this is over here is the ridge cultivator. I use this for a number of purposes on the farm. I put it together this spring. I like the way it's working, and it's kind of a mishmash. I put it together from 3 different old cultivators. I think that the pieces fit together well enough to make this, and I bought a few new parts. The main feature, which is the healing discs here, and they're at an angle, as you can see, which I think helps. And I based this design off of some cultivators I saw. Some like European models look like this. Like that's the angle of the healing disc is set like that, specifically for potatoes. And then other than that, it's got some shanks in front of the hillers to kind of loosen up the soil ahead of them, and gauge wheels, which come in handy. That they set the aggressiveness, and the way it's set up, I can adjust the top link here, and that will set the aggressiveness of the hilling action. And so for this purpose, it's pretty simple. It's just covering over those potatoes, which even for this, it's helpful to have this angle on these discs. A lot of people have, on a small scale, have just a straight up and down vertical hilling discs like that. I've had some trouble with that in the past, that if you go over a row of potato pieces like we saw, that'll tend to push the soil in a way that the potato pieces will sort of like rise up a little higher than you initially planted them. And this avoids that, because the dirt is getting thrown down on top of the potatoes. But hopefully I'll have some more videos to show the other things I do with this. There's some other parts I attach to it. But right now I'm going to hop on the tractor and start down this row of potatoes and cover them up, and you'll see what it does.